Shine bright like a diamond.
Hi everyone! Welcome to my channel. This is my first official video. I'm super excited about it. A lot of you guys have really, like, all my friends and family have been like, you should make a YouTube channel, you should make a YouTube channel. I apologize, I got a text message. Let me silent that.
Really, nigga?
So everyone's been like, you should make a YouTube channel. It's been happening for years. If I'm not getting that, I'm getting, oh, you should be a travel agent, blase blase. I finally got all the equipment to start a YouTube channel, so here I am. So, I kind of wanted to make an intro video just so I don't throw content out there and you guys are like, who is this girl? What is she about? So this is kind of like an introduction video. So I'm Diamond. I don't know what's going on with my lights. But like I said, I'm Diamond. I'm from New York, born, bred, raised, however you say it in your country, here in New York. Believe it or not, I have not always had a huge desire to travel. This actually sparked in college. So I was just like any other student. I went to school, and then when I got to college, I think we had a seminar or something like that, and they were talking about like this safari trip and stuff like that. Like, you know, when you do study abroad. So I found it really intrigued. Like, I was like, ooh, I would love to do a safari because I'm in the veterinary field. So anything that had to do with animals, I was always for. But just like any other person, I had my fears. Like, I was like, oh, I heard so many things about Africa and I don't, you know, there was so much, but I was like, you know what? I deserve it to myself to find out some more information. So I did. I went to the study abroad office and I was like, I want to know some information about, you know, this trip that you guys were talking about. And you can, like, guys, if you're in college, study abroad. Like, it's smart. You can study while traveling, you get credits. It goes to your degree. It's just so smart and it's so much fun. So I had so many fears. I was calling all my friends. I was like, should I do this? Should I do this? I had never been out of the country before. I really have not really been out of the, I mean, I have been out of the state, but to like New Jersey or like Atlanta and stuff like that, like not far. So for your first real trip, and especially alone, for your first real trip to be all the way in South Africa was like, I was so nervous, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to put my fears to the side and I'm going to do this program. So I did. You had to like apply for it. I applied for it. I did it. And I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Of course, so many people are against it. Like, so many people were against it. Sorry. They were like, what? Like, be safe, you're gonna be eaten by a lion, like all of these crazy stories that you will hear the moment that you say, I want to go to Africa. It doesn't matter what part of Africa, which country, you hear all these crazy stories like, no, this is what they do there, and in the media, and this and this and this. I say, you know what, I don't care, anything can happen right here in New York, I'm going. I went, I had the most amazing time in the world, to the point where I extended my trip. I didn't even stay there just for the program. After I was done with the program, I stood in South Africa for longer. So at that point, it opened up a complete new world for me. I was like, I want to travel. I just went to one country, one place. Can you imagine what the rest of the world looks like? And I became super obsessive. So after that, I signed up for the international club. I wound up, by the time I graduated, being the president of the international club. So students would come from all over the world. I met people from all over the world. And so for them, coming to New York was a whole different place, and I was kind of the person to teach them, like, oh, this is what we do, and, you know, like, this is what's fun about New York, and blah, blah, blah. And then I would love hearing the stories about their countries. It really, truly inspired me. I loved it. I absolutely love being part of the international club. So after that, I did another study abroad. I did Costa Rica. And after that, pretty much that was the end of like my college days. And then I just, like, whenever I would be off in the summers, I would jump from country to country to country to country to country to country. So it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I loved it. And like I said, anybody who's in college, I would highly suggest to do study abroad. And at the time, well, any study abroad that you do it with a teacher, you do it with other students normally in your school, or sometimes other schools. The one that I went on, it was schools from all over the world, so I got to meet really, really, really cool people from around the world. It could have been anybody around the world, but it was a lot of people from the US or Canada. That just happened to be the group that I was in. So if you're thinking about studying abroad, do it. It changed my life. It opened up a brand new chapter. So after that, I kept traveling, went to all types of places, went to Italy, Paris, I went back to South Africa. I kind of just started just going everywhere. Then I got into a serious relationship, and then since then I've had a baby. So I wouldn't say that I kind of put it on hold a little bit, because I didn't. I just was more caution. And if you're a mom, you know that there's this whole gang of moms who are aggressive and kind of tells you what to do, and they kind of like forget about it. When I talked about traveling with my baby, oh, here comes the gang of moms, like, how dare you can't do that, and you're gonna expose your child to this, and your child is gonna be this and this, and you have to just stay at home with your kid, and da 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 da. And for a point in time, I kind of let it get to me. Like it inside, I always told myself, no, I'm not gonna let it get to me, I'm not gonna let it, but it really did get to me just a little bit. So I didn't do as much traveling as I would have liked to. I did go on a trip to Thailand with my daughter and my fiance. She was 6 months at a time, and forget about it. Whenever I told anyone, I was like, we're gonna go to Thailand, everyone freaked out. They were like, you're gonna take her to Thailand at 6 months? Mind you, Thailand is nothing compared to some of the places that you will see me go on. And yeah, I got super backlash. Like, I can't believe you would take such a small child, da 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 da. I mean, you get it from everybody. If you're a mom and you're traveling, you get it from everybody. You get it from just the average people, you get it from work people, you get it from the doctors, you get it from everybody. And then when you're like, no, this is happening, and then you go and you come back and everything is perfectly fine, they're like, oh my god, it was so amazing. That's great, I'm so glad you did it. Yeah. If you're a mom, try really to ignore those haterish moms. So the point of this channel is I really, really, really want to inspire people. If you are just a regular college student, or if you're a mom like me and you don't want to give up your dreams to travel and to, you know, do all these things, like, I want to be that person to show you, no, listen, if you want to go to, I don't know, to Tanzania and you have a baby, do it. Of course, be safe, do your research, you know, all of the basic traveling things you should always do. Make sure you're vaccinated. We'll kind of get into the whole vaccination things in a different video, but, you know, make sure you do everything properly. But don't feel like, well, you know what, because I'm a mom, I'm not going to do absolutely anything. I think it's BS. I think that your life doesn't stop when you have a child, and if anything, you're helping your baby, because your baby is being exposed to culture. To me, I would rather expose my baby to different countries and her learning so many different things than just sitting at home watching TV and being like every other child. Like, I'm just against that. So that's kind of how I got started traveling. That's kind of a little bit about me and, you know, me being a mom. a lot of people, I'm just kind of known as that girl that anytime somebody wants to go somewhere, they're like, oh my god, Diamond, like, what should I do and what flight should I go on, and asking me about visas and how long should I stay. So I figured a YouTube channel, I won't just do it just for my friends and family. I'll be able to share all of it with you guys. You guys can be a part of my personal journey, and also I'll give you guys advice on what to do, where to go, how to do it, all of that stuff. I'm here for you. So if you want to stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe.